Fear and doubt are deeply ingrained in the human experience. We all face them at different points in our lives, no matter how successful or confident we might appear. These emotions are not inherently negative. In fact, they are survival mechanisms that have been wired into us for thousands of years. Fear served an evolutionary purpose, helping our ancestors avoid danger and stay alive. Doubt, similarly, was a way of ensuring they made thoughtful decisions in uncertain situations. In essence, both fear and doubt are part of the human condition, serving as a kind of emotional warning system. However, while fear and doubt once protected us, in today's world they can become hindrances to progress. We may fear things that aren't life-threatening, such as speaking in public or pursuing a new career. Doubt may creep in when we're faced with big decisions, even when we have the skills and talents to succeed. These emotions often arise when we step out of our comfort zones, signaling that we are about to face something unknown or challenging. It's important to understand that feeling fear or doubt doesn't mean we're weak or incapable. It's simply a signal that we're stretching ourselves beyond what's familiar. When we experience fear or doubt, our immediate reaction is often to want to suppress or avoid these emotions. We may tell ourselves that we should be confident or that others don't feel this way, but this response can make us feel even more isolated, as though we are the only ones struggling with these feelings. In reality, everyone experiences fear and doubt in one form or another. Acknowledging that these emotions are normal and even useful helps us approach them with a sense of acceptance instead of resistance. Rather than letting fear and doubt control us, we can begin to reframe them as natural parts of the process of growth. The key is to recognize that these emotions do not define our abilities or potential. They may slow us down, but they don't have to stop us. By acknowledging them and understanding their role, we can take a more compassionate and realistic approach to confronting our fears. This understanding of fear and doubt as normal emotions sets the foundation for overcoming them. We begin to see that it's not about eliminating these feelings entirely, but learning how to coexist with them. Just because we feel afraid or doubtful doesn't mean we're incapable of succeeding. It simply means we're human. When we accept fear and doubt as natural parts of the journey, we're in a much better position to move forward despite them. One of the most powerful tools we have in overcoming fear and doubt is our ability to control our thoughts. When we are faced with uncertainty or the unknown, it's easy for our minds to spiral into negative thinking. We begin imagining worst-case scenarios. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? These thoughts create a cycle of fear and self-doubt that can paralyze us from taking any action. The key to breaking this cycle is learning to shift our focus from the negative to the positive. The human mind has a tendency to gravitate toward negativity due to something called the negativity bias. This bias evolved to help us stay alert to potential threats, as focusing on dangers helped our ancestors survive. While this bias once served a useful purpose in modern life, it often works against us. It makes us focus more on what could go wrong rather than what could go right. This mental pattern can hold us back from reaching our full potential, keeping us stuck in a place of fear and doubt. Shifting our focus starts with becoming aware of these negative thoughts as they arise. When we catch ourselves thinking, I'm not good enough, or this is too difficult for me, we can challenge those thoughts and replace them with more constructive ones. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending everything is easy. It means consciously choosing to focus on the positive possibilities instead of the negative outcomes. For example, instead of thinking, I'm going to fail, we can shift to, I may face challenges, but I have the skills and resilience to overcome them. This shift in focus is not always easy, especially when fear and doubt feel overwhelming. But the more we practice this positive reframing, the easier it becomes. One powerful technique is to visualize success. When faced with a challenge, take a moment to close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding. Picture yourself reaching your goal, feeling proud and accomplished. This mental exercise can rewire your brain, making success feel more achievable and less intimidating. Another key to shifting your focus is to recognize and appreciate your past successes. When fear or doubt creeps in, remind yourself of times when you've overcome obstacles before. Think about the times you succeeded, the times you faced difficulty but pushed through anyway. These memories serve as proof that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. By focusing on your track record of success, you remind yourself that you have the tools and resilience to navigate challenges and come out stronger on the other side. In addition to focusing on past achievements, it's helpful to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Focusing on the things in your life that you are grateful for shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude reminds us of the resources, people, and opportunities we have available to us, which can counteract feelings of fear and doubt. When we appreciate what we already have, we are less likely to get bogged down by the what-ifs and more able to recognize the potential for growth and success in our current situation. Furthermore, surrounding ourselves with positive influences can significantly enhance our ability to focus on the positive. The people we interact with daily have a profound impact on our mindset. When we are around individuals who uplift and encourage us, their positivity can help us maintain a more optimistic outlook. On the other hand, negative people can reinforce our doubts and fears. Choose to spend time with people who inspire you, who remind you of your worth and potential, and who encourage you to push past your self-imposed limitations. Their positive energy will help you focus on the opportunities ahead rather than the obstacles in your path. Shifting our focus from negative to positive is a practice, one that requires intentionality and consistency. It's not about denying the challenges we face or pretending that fear and doubt don't exist. It's about choosing to redirect our mental energy toward what we can control and what we can achieve. With time, this positive focus becomes a habit, making it easier to take action despite our fears. And in doing so, we begin to build the confidence that we can handle whatever comes our way. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear and doubt is through action. While it's natural to feel paralyzed by uncertainty, the simple act of moving forward, even in small steps, can begin to dissolve those feelings. Fear and doubt often arise when we think about the vastness of a goal or the enormity of a challenge. We might look at the entire picture and feel overwhelmed, unsure of where to start. This is where the power of small, consistent actions comes into play. By breaking down a larger goal into smaller, manageable tasks, we can reduce the feelings of overwhelm and gradually build the momentum necessary to tackle the challenge. Taking small actions doesn't mean you have to make huge leaps or tackle everything all at once. It's about doing something, anything that moves you closer to your goal. When we break our goals into bite-sized chunks, they no longer seem impossible or insurmountable. For example, if you're terrified of speaking in public, instead of immediately envisioning yourself giving a TED Talk, you could take a small step like practicing in front of a mirror or with a friend. The key is to take that first step, no matter how small it may seem, and then keep going. Each little action you take builds your confidence, gradually diminishing the fear that once held you back. By taking small actions, you also begin to create a sense of momentum. Momentum is a powerful force that can carry you through moments of doubt. When you accomplish a small task, no matter how insignificant it may seem at the time, it gives you a sense of achievement. This sense of accomplishment motivates you to keep going, and each new action, you feel more capable and less fearful. Over time, these small actions compound and create a snowball effect, propelling you forward toward your larger goals. Consistency is equally important as the size of the actions you take. It's not about taking a giant leap once and thinking you've conquered your fear. It's about showing up every day, even when the fear or doubt still lingers. Consistency helps to normalize the process, making it feel less daunting. When we commit to regular action, we start to build habits that move us toward our goals without overthinking or second guessing ourselves. Whether it's dedicating 10 minutes a day to a project or taking one step forward each week, consistent effort makes overcoming fear feel more manageable. Small actions also provide us with the opportunity to celebrate progress along the way. Instead of focusing on how far we have to go, we can acknowledge how far we've come. Celebrating small victories, no matter how minor they seem, reinforces the belief that we are capable of success. These celebrations boost our confidence, helping to counterbalance any lingering fear or self-doubt. By continually reinforcing the belief that progress is possible, we gradually shift our mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. In addition, small actions help to reduce the pressure we often place on ourselves. We might think that in order to succeed, we need to make a dramatic change or take an immediate leap of faith. But that's often not the case. Success is built on the foundation of many small, seemingly insignificant actions that, when combined, create lasting results. Rather than expecting instant results, small actions teach us to appreciate the process and the journey. We begin to understand that growth happens gradually and that each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture. Moreover, taking small, consistent actions helps to reduce the risk of burnout. Large, ambitious goals can seem daunting and overwhelming, especially when we try to tackle them all at once. Breaking them down into smaller tasks not only makes the goal more achievable, but also prevents us from feeling like we're carrying the entire burden on our shoulders. When we give ourselves the grace to take one small step at a time, the pressure diminishes and we can approach the goal with a sense of calm and clarity. Small actions also make room for learning and growth. With each step, we gather more information, refine our approach, and gain valuable insights into what works and what doesn't. This ongoing learning process helps us adjust and improve our efforts, making it easier to navigate challenges and overcome obstacles along the way. Fear and doubt often arise when we feel unprepared or unsure of ourselves, but by taking consistent action, we gain experience and confidence in our abilities. The more we practice, the more proficient we become, and the less fear we feel. Finally, taking small actions can have a profound effect on our overall mindset. When we are in the habit of taking consistent steps, we begin to reframe the way we view challenges. What once seemed daunting or impossible starts to feel more like an opportunity for growth. Instead of being intimidated by a large goal, we learn to embrace the process and focus on the steps we can take right now. This shift in mindset not only helps us overcome fear and doubt, but also cultivates a sense of empowerment and control over our own journey. One of the most significant obstacles to overcoming fear and doubt is the fear of failure. We often view failure as a negative outcome, a sign that we are not good enough or that we are incapable of achieving our goals. This fear of failure can hold us back from taking risks, trying new things, or pushing beyond our comfort zones. However, the truth is that failure is not something to be feared. Rather, it is an essential part of the learning process and a stepping stone toward eventual success. When we approach failure as a negative or shameful event, we allow it to control our actions and decisions. We avoid taking risks because we are terrified of falling short or making mistakes. However, when we shift our perspective and begin to view failure as a natural part of growth, we unlock the potential to learn from our experiences and become stronger, wiser individuals. Failure is not the end. It is Simply feedback. It tells us what didn't work, what we can improve, and what we can do differently next time. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world have experienced failure time and time again. They didn't let failure define them or stop them from trying again. Instead, they embraced each failure as a valuable lesson. Consider Thomas Edison, who famously failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. When asked about his many failed attempts, Edison replied, "I have not failed, I have just found 1,000,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is a perfect example of how we can choose to view failure not as a roadblock, but as a stepping stone toward eventual success. By embracing failure as a learning opportunity, we can reduce the fear and anxiety that typically accompany it. Instead of fearing the unknown or worrying about potential mistakes, we can approach challenges with curiosity and a willingness to learn. Every time we fail, we gain valuable information that can help us improve our approach. Failure is often the most powerful teacher, offering insights that we would never gain from success alone. For example, if we fail at a presentation, we can reflect on what went wrong. Was it the preparation? Was it the education? Was it the delivery, the timing? By analyzing the experience, we can pinpoint areas for improvement, which will ultimately make us better prepared the next time we face a similar challenge. In addition to offering valuable lessons, failure helps us build resilience. The more we fail and bounce back, the more resilient we become. Each failure teaches us how to persevere in the face of adversity. We learn that we can handle setbacks, that we are capable of picking ourselves up and trying again. This resilience is crucial for overcoming fear and doubt because it helps us develop a sense of self-efficacy, the belief that we can influence the outcome of our efforts. When we are resilient, we no longer fear failure. Instead, we understand that it is simply part of the journey toward success. Moreover, embracing failure helps to reduce perfectionism, which is often a major source of fear and doubt. Many people are afraid to fail because they believe they must do everything perfectly. However, perfectionism sets us up for unrealistic expectations, leading to feelings of frustration, self-criticism, and doubt. By accepting that failure is a natural part of the process, we release the need for perfection and allow ourselves to approach tasks with greater freedom. Instead of obsessing over every detail, we can focus on progress and improvement. This shift in mindset not only alleviates the pressure we place on ourselves, but also makes the process of learning and growing more enjoyable. Additionally, failure fosters a growth mindset, a belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through effort and persistence. When we embrace failure as part of this process, we adopt a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to avoid. A growth mindset encourages us to see setbacks as temporary and surmountable rather than permanent and defining. This belief in our capacity to improve allows us to approach fear and doubt with a sense of optimism and determination, knowing that we can always learn from our experiences and continue to grow. Failure also helps to shift our focus away from external validation. When we are afraid of failing, we often seek approval or validation from others to avoid criticism or judgment. However, when we begin to embrace failure as a learning opportunity, we learn to value our own progress and growth over external opinions. We start to prioritize the lessons we gain from each experience rather than seeking praise or avoiding criticism. This internal validation boosts our confidence and self-esteem, reducing the power that fear and doubt have over us. It's important to remember that failure doesn't mean we are not good enough or incapable. It simply means that we are trying, experimenting, and learning. Success is rarely a straight path, and setbacks are inevitable. The key is to stay committed to the process, to keep pushing forward despite the failures, and to recognize that each misstep is an opportunity to improve. By embracing failure, we remove its power to control us, allowing ourselves to take risks, make mistakes, and grow in the process. In summary, embracing failure as a learning opportunity is a powerful tool in overcoming fear and doubt. It allows us to reframe our experiences and see setbacks as valuable lessons rather than insurmountable obstacles. When we view failure as part of the journey, we are more willing to take risks, make mistakes, and keep moving forward. Ultimately, it is through these experiences that we develop the resilience, self-efficacy, and growth mindset needed to succeed in the face of adversity. The people we surround ourselves with have an immense impact on our mindset, attitudes, and actions. The right environment can either encourage us to rise above our fears and doubts or keep us locked in them. Positive influences, whether they come from friends, family, mentors, or colleagues, can play a crucial role in helping us overcome the obstacles that hold us back. By intentionally cultivating a network of individuals who uplift, inspire, and challenge us, we create a support system that empowers us to tackle fear and doubt head on. When we surround ourselves with positive people, we are more likely to adopt an optimistic outlook on life. Positive individuals radiate energy that is contagious. Their encouragement, enthusiasm, and belief in our potential can help us push past our own self-limiting beliefs. These individuals see the best in us, even when we struggle to see it ourselves. Their support reminds us that we are capable of achieving great things, no matter how daunting our goals may seem. When we feel supported by those around us, we are more willing to take risks and pursue opportunities that might otherwise trigger fear or doubt. Moreover, positive influences help us reframe our perspectives. When we're feeling overwhelmed by negative thoughts or fears, a friend or mentor with a positive outlook can offer a fresh perspective. They can remind us of our past successes, highlight our strengths, and encourage us to focus on solutions instead of problems. This shift in perspective is essential for overcoming fear and doubt because it helps us view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Positive influences act as a mirror, reflecting our best qualities back to us when we can't see them ourselves. In addition to providing emotional support, positive individuals can also offer practical guidance and advice. A mentor or coach who has navigated similar challenges can provide invaluable insights that help us move forward. They can share their experiences, offer strategies for overcoming obstacles, and help us avoid common pitfalls. This guidance helps us build confidence because we feel equipped with the knowledge and tools needed to succeed. When we know that others have faced similar fears and doubts and have successfully overcome them, we begin to believe that we too can do the same. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences also helps to create a culture of accountability. When we have people in our lives who believe in our potential and hold us accountable to our goals, we are more likely to stay focused and committed. Accountability partners encourage us to stay on track, celebrate our progress, and gently challenge us when we become complacent. This external encouragement helps to keep us motivated, even when fear and doubt threaten to derail our efforts. Knowing that others are rooting for us and that they are invested in our success gives us the strength to keep moving forward. Furthermore, positive influences help to reduce the impact of negativity. Whether it's a toxic work environment, a critical friend, or a family member who doubts our abilities, negative people can drain our energy and reinforce our fears and doubts. They may question our choices, undermine our confidence, or simply project their own insecurities onto us. Over time, this negativity can take a toll on our mental well-being and make it harder to believe in ourselves. By actively seeking out positive, supportive individuals, we create a buffer against this external negativity. These positive influences remind us of our worth and encourage us to trust in our abilities. regardless of the doubts others may project. One of the most powerful aspects of positive influences is their ability to inspire us. When we surround ourselves with individuals who have overcome their own fears and doubts, we are inspired by their resilience and determination. Their stories serve as a reminder that it is possible to face challenges head-on and emerge stronger on the other side. These role models motivate us to push through our own fears, knowing that we too have the capacity to succeed. Inspiration from others can ignite a spark within us, making us more willing to take action and pursue our dreams. In addition to inspiring us, positive influences can also foster a sense of belonging. When we feel connected to a group of people who share our values, goals, and aspirations, we feel supported and understood. This sense of community provides a sense of security, allowing us to take risks without fear of judgment or rejection. The people around us become a safety net, providing encouragement, feedback, and reassurance as we navigate the ups and downs of our journey. With the right support system, we are more likely to stay resilient in the face of fear and doubt, because we know we don't have to face challenges alone. It's important to note that positive influences don't just come from people who are directly involved in our lives. Books, podcasts, and social media can also serve as powerful sources of inspiration and motivation. By seeking out content that aligns with our values and supports our growth, we create a mental environment that reinforces our desire to succeed. Whether it's listening to an inspiring podcast during a workout, reading a book that challenges our thinking, or following social media accounts that uplift and motivate us, these external sources can provide additional fuel for overcoming fear and doubt. While surrounding ourselves with positive influences is crucial, it's equally important to evaluate the relationships that drain us or reinforce our doubts. If we consistently find ourselves in environments or relationships that bring out the worst in us, whether it's due to negativity, criticism, or lack of support, it may be time to reassess those connections. It's not always easy to distance ourselves from toxic individuals, especially if they are family or close friends, but doing so is necessary for our emotional well-being and growth. Creating boundaries and seeking out healthier, more supportive relationships is a powerful way to protect ourselves from the damaging effects of negativity. Finally, the process of surrounding ourselves with positive influences requires intentionality. It's not enough to passively wait for positive people to enter our lives. We must actively seek out relationships that nurture our growth, inspire us, and challenge us to be our best selves. Whether through networking, joining supportive communities, or simply reaching out to those who inspire us, we have the power to curate the people we surround ourselves with. By doing so, we create an environment that fosters growth, reduces fear and doubt, and empowers us to take action. One of the most important but often overlooked aspects of overcoming fear and doubt is the practice of self-compassion. Many of us are our own harshest critics. When we fail or encounter setbacks, instead of offering ourselves kindness and understanding, we tend to judge ourselves, magnifying our perceived inadequacies. This negative self-talk only reinforces fear and doubt, making it even more difficult to move forward. However, when we learn to treat ourselves with compassion, just as we would a close friend, we create a supportive internal environment that helps us push through challenges with greater ease. Self-compassion is not about excusing mistakes or avoiding responsibility. Rather, it is about recognizing that we are human and imperfect. It is about acknowledging that everyone experiences fear, doubt, and failure at some point, and that these are natural parts of growth. When we approach ourselves with kindness in moments of struggle, we reduce the internal pressure that often leads to more anxiety and self-doubt. Instead of beating ourselves up or wallowing in feelings of inadequacy, we offer ourselves the same understanding and encouragement we would offer to someone we deeply care about. By practicing self-compassion, we learn to respond to difficulties with a sense of gentleness and patience. which ultimately helps us move forward with greater resilience. One of the core components of self-compassion is recognizing that imperfection is part of being human. We often fear failure because we believe that it reflects a fundamental flaw in us, that we are somehow less capable or worthy than others. However, failure is not a reflection of our worth as individuals. Everyone experiences failures, setbacks, and mistakes. Instead of being harsh with ourselves when things don't go as planned, self-compassion encourages us to see these moments as opportunities for growth and learning. When we fail, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? How can I do better next time? This approach helps us detach our sense of self-worth from our achievements, creating a healthier and more balanced perspective on success and failure. In addition to being kind to ourselves in moments of difficulty, self-compassion also involves acknowledging and appreciating our efforts. Often, we focus so much on the end result that we fail to recognize the hard work and progress we've made along the way. By practicing self-compassion, we learn to celebrate the small victories and efforts we put in, even if the outcome isn't exactly what we expected. This mindset shift helps to reduce feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt as we begin to see value in the process rather than just the result. Each step we take, no matter how small, is a step toward growth and improvement. Patience is another essential element of overcoming fear and doubt. In our fast-pacing world, we often expect instant results and immediate success. We want to achieve our goals as quickly as possible, and when things don't happen on our timeline, it can lead to frustration, discouragement, and self-doubt. However, personal growth is really a linear process, and success often takes time. Patience allows us to understand that our journey will have its ups and downs, and that progress may not always be immediate or visible. With patience, we learn to trust the process and to give ourselves the space to grow without rushing or forcing outcomes. When we practice patience, we also learn to manage our expectations. We may set ambitious goals for ourselves, which is a great motivator, but it's important to recognize that setbacks and challenges are part of the process. Patience helps us to stay grounded, allowing us to accept that things may not always go according to plan. Instead of being disappointed when we face obstacles, we can view them as opportunities to learn and adapt. Patience encourages us to stay the course and trust that our efforts will pay off, even if the results are not immediately apparent. This mindset helps us maintain a sense of calm and focus, reducing the impact that fear and doubt have on our progress. Self-compassion and patience also work hand in hand to reduce the pressure we place on ourselves. When we practice self-compassion, we recognize that we are doing the best we can with the resources, knowledge, and abilities we have at any given moment. We give ourselves permission to be imperfect and to learn as we go. Patience complements this by allowing us to understand that change and growth take time. This combined approach helps to alleviate the urgency and stress that often accompany fear and doubt. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the need to achieve everything at once, we learn to approach our goals with a sense of ease and acceptance. It's also important to practice self-compassion and patience when dealing with the inevitable setbacks and roadblocks that arise along the way. Fear and doubt often arise when we encounter challenges, especially if we've invested significant time and effort into a goal. In these moments, it's easy to become discouraged and question our abilities. However, by responding to setbacks with self-compassion, we remind ourselves that failure is not the end of the road, it's just a temporary detour. Patience allows us to navigate these setbacks without losing sight of our long-term goals. Instead of viewing obstacles as evidence that we are not capable, we see them as part of the journey that ultimately strengthens us. Additionally, practicing self-compassion and patience encourages us to cultivate a sense of self-worth that is independent of external validation. Often, fear and doubt arise because we seek approval from others or worry about how we are perceived. When we place too much value on external opinions, we become overly sensitive to criticism and failure, which reinforces our doubts. Self-compassion helps us to reconnect with our internal sense of worth and value, reminding us that we are worthy of love and respect regardless of our successes or failures. Patience helps us to trust that we are on our own unique path and that progress is not always measured by others' standards. Another way self-compassion and patience contribute to overcoming fear and doubt is by encouraging self-reflection. When we approach ourselves with kindness, we create a safe space for introspection and self-awareness. We can honestly assess our strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement without harsh judgment. This reflective process helps us make more informed decisions, allowing us to tackle challenges with greater clarity and confidence. By practicing patience, we give ourselves the time and space needed to reflect on our experiences and to learn from them, which in turn helps us make better choices in the future. Ultimately, the practice of self-compassion and patience is about creating a healthy relationship with ourselves. When we learn to treat ourselves with kindness, understanding, and patience, we reduce the internal barriers that keep us stuck in fear and doubt. Instead of being driven by the pressure to be perfect or to achieve success immediately, we approach challenges with a sense of calm and openness, knowing that growth is a process. By nurturing ourselves with self-compassion and patience, we build the resilience needed to navigate the ups and downs of life and keep moving forward. No matter the obstacles we face, one of the most powerful tools for overcoming fear and doubt is developing a strong sense of purpose and passion. When we are deeply connected to a meaningful goal or vision, it becomes easier to push through obstacles and challenges. Fear and doubt often arise when we feel uncertain about our direction or the importance of what we are doing. However, when we are driven by a clear sense of purpose, these feelings of uncertainty lose their power. A strong sense of purpose gives us a reason to keep moving forward even when the road gets tough. Having a purpose that resonates with us at a core level acts as a guiding light, helping us navigate through difficult times. When we face setbacks or experience self-doubt, it is often because we lose sight of why we are doing what we are doing. A clear purpose reminds us of the larger vision and the impact we wish to create in the world. Whether it's advancing in our career, making a difference in our community, or pursuing personal growth, our purpose serves as a source of motivation and strength. It helps us push through challenges by reminding us that our efforts are meaningful and important. No matter how hard the journey may seem, passion fuels purpose, and it is this combination that enables us to face fear and doubt with unwavering determination. When we are passionate about something, we feel energized and excited to pursue it, even in the face of adversity. Passion provides us with the drive to stay committed to our goals, even when things don't go as planned. It makes the hard work feel worthwhile as we are driven by an intrinsic desire to see our vision come to life. Passion infuses our efforts with energy, making even the most difficult tasks seem more manageable. This passion helps to combat the feelings of doubt that often arise when we question our ability to achieve our goals, because it reminds us of the excitement and fulfillment that come from pursuing something we love. A deep sense of purpose and passion also allows us to find meaning in the journey rather than solely focusing on the destination. Fear and doubt often arise when we become too fixated on the end result and lose sight of the process. However, when we are passionate about what we are doing, we can find joy and fulfillment in the everyday steps along the way. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to learn and grow, and every success, no matter how small, feels like a victory. This shift in perspective helps us to stay grounded and focus on what truly matters, rather than being consumed by fear of failure or or the need for perfection. When we are passionate about our work, we are more likely to embrace the journey, appreciating each step and recognizing the value in every experience. Furthermore, a strong sense of purpose and passion enables us to stay resilient in the face of setbacks. We all experience difficulties and obstacles along the way, but when we are deeply connected to our purpose, we are more likely to bounce back from adversity. Passion keeps us going when things get tough because it fuels our belief in the importance of what we are doing. We may face failure or rejection, but our passion helps us to see these setbacks as temporary and surmountable. Rather than giving in to fear and doubt, we remain focused on our larger mission and understand that challenges are simply part of the process. This resilience strengthens our confidence and empowers us to keep moving forward even when the road seems uncertain. Another aspect of cultivating purpose and passion is the ability to align our actions with our values. When we are clear about our values, we are able to pursue goals that resonate with us on a deeper level. This alignment gives our efforts greater meaning and makes it easier to stay motivated. Fear and doubt often stem from a sense of disconnection or misalignment with our values. We may question whether our goals are truly ours or whether we are pursuing them because of external pressures or expectations. However, when we align our actions with our core values, we feel a sense of authenticity and integrity in what we do. This alignment fosters a deep sense of fulfillment as we know that we are working towards something that truly matters to us. Purpose and passion also help to cultivate a sense of vision. When we have a clear vision of where we want to go, it becomes easier to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life. Fear often arises when we feel lost or uncertain about the future. However, a well-defined sense of purpose gives us helping us stay focused on the bigger picture. Vision allows us to see beyond the current moment and the temporary setbacks that may arise. It provides us with a roadmap, making it easier to overcome the fear of the unknown and move forward with confidence. When we have a vision that aligns with our passion and purpose, it becomes a powerful motivator, helping us stay committed to our journey even in the face of challenges. Additionally, cultivating purpose and passion enables us to inspire others. When we are passionate about something, it radiates outward, influencing those around us. Our enthusiasm and dedication become contagious, motivating others to pursue their own goals and dreams. This sense of connection and community can be incredibly powerful in overcoming fear and doubt, as it reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. When we surround ourselves with others who share our vision and purpose, we create a support network that can help us stay grounded and focused. Together, we can overcome obstacles, celebrate successes, and encourage one another to keep going even when the path gets difficult. Furthermore, the pursuit of a meaningful goal helps to create a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in our lives. Fear and doubt often arise when we feel disconnected from what truly matters to us. When we are working toward a goal that aligns with our purpose and passion, we experience a sense of accomplishment that goes beyond external validation or recognition. Success becomes about more than just achieving a specific outcome. It becomes about living in alignment with our values and contributing to something larger than ourselves. This sense of fulfillment helps to counterbalance the fear and doubt that may arise along the way, reminding us that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. Finally, cultivating purpose and passion encourages us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Fear and doubt often emerge when we perceive challenges as threats, but when we are driven by purpose and passion, we begin to see challenges as part of the process of becoming the person we are meant to be. Every challenge we face is an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to grow stronger. This perspective shift makes it easier to approach fear and doubt with a sense of curiosity and determination, rather than resistance or avoidance. When we embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, we develop a mindset of resilience and perseverance, which helps us move forward with confidence and courage. One of the most crucial mindsets for overcoming fear and doubt is adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and potential are not fixed, but can be developed and improved over time through effort, learning, and perseverance. This mindset encourages us to view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than as signs of failure. When we adopt a growth mindset, we open ourselves up to continuous improvement, which in turn helps us overcome the fear of inadequacy and the doubt that often arises when we face difficulties. At its core, a growth mindset is rooted in the understanding that learning is a lifelong process. Instead of seeing our abilities as static, we recognize that skills can be cultivated through hard work, practice, and resilience. This belief empowers us to take on new challenges, try unfamiliar things, and push ourselves beyond our comfort zones. Fear often arises when we believe that failure is permanent or that we are incapable of overcoming challenges. However, with a growth mindset, we can see failure as a temporary setback and an integral part of the learning process. Failure no longer defines us. Instead, it is simply an opportunity to reflect, adapt, and try again with greater wisdom and experience. One of the biggest advantages of a growth mindset is that it helps us embrace challenges rather than avoid them. When we fear failure, we may shy away from difficult tasks or new opportunities, believing that we are not equipped to succeed. This fear of failure is often rooted in a fixed mindset, the belief that our abilities are predetermined and that we either have what it takes or we don't. A growth mindset, on the other hand, encourages us to face challenges head on with the understanding that we can learn from the experience, regardless of the outcome. By approaching challenges with curiosity and determination, we are more likely to take risks and pursue opportunities that will help us grow both personally and professionally. Another powerful aspect of a growth mindset is the ability to focus on effort rather than innate talent. In a fixed mindset, people may believe that success is determined by natural ability, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy or frustration when things don't come easily. In contrast, a growth mindset emphasizes the importance of effort, persistence, and resilience. When we focus on putting in the work and continually improving, we stop measuring ourselves against others and instead measure progress by our own growth. This shift in focus reduces the pressure of comparing ourselves to others and helps us to appreciate the progress we've made, even if we haven't yet achieved the desired outcome. By valuing effort over innate talent, we develop a sense of pride in our hard work and a stronger belief in our ability to succeed. The growth mindset also plays a key role in how we handle criticism and feedback. In a fixed mindset, people may view criticism as a personal attack or a sign of failure. This can make us defensive or discouraged, and it can contribute to feelings of self-doubt. However, with a growth mindset, we see feedback as a valuable tool for improvement. Constructive criticism is viewed not as a reflection of our worth, but as an opportunity to learn and refine our approach. Instead of feeling disheartened or defeated by feedback, we embrace it as a means to enhance our skills and achieve better results in the future. This openness to feedback is essential for overcoming the fear of failure and moving past self-doubt, as it fosters a culture of continuous improvement. Further, a growth mindset helps us to reframe setbacks and obstacles in a more positive light. Instead of viewing challenges as roadblocks, we can see them as stepping stones toward success. Each difficulty we encounter is an opportunity to develop new skills, expand our knowledge, and grow stronger. When we face challenges with a growth mindset, we are less likely to become discouraged or overwhelmed by fear and doubt. We understand that setbacks are temporary and that our capacity to succeed is not determined by one failure but by the way we respond to it. This mindset shift allows us to approach obstacles with resilience and a determination to keep going, knowing that each challenge brings us one step closer to achieving our goals. Adopting a growth mindset also encourages us to cultivate a love for learning. Fear and doubt often arise when we feel unprepared or unable to handle a particular task. However, with a growth mindset, we view learning as a lifelong process and embrace opportunities to acquire new skills and knowledge. Rather than fearing the unknown, we approach it with curiosity and a willingness to learn. This attitude helps us develop the confidence to tackle unfamiliar situations and take on new challenges without being paralyzed by fear. The more we learn, the more we realize that we are capable of adapting and growing in any situation, which strengthens our ability to overcome self-doubt. One of the key benefits of a growth mindset is the way it influences our approach to goals. In a fixed mindset, we may focus solely on the outcome or end result, which can lead to feelings of pressure and anxiety, especially when things don't go as planned. A growth mindset shifts the focus to the process of growth and development. We set goals not only based on the desired outcome, but also on the learning and improvement that will occur along the way. By focusing on the process, we are less likely to be discouraged by temporary setbacks, and we are more likely to stay motivated and resilient in the face of challenges. This approach allows us to enjoy the journey rather than just fixating on the destination. Furthermore, the growth mindset encourages us to celebrate effort and progress, not just success. Instead of waiting for the big win to feel accomplished, we learn to appreciate the small victories and the incremental progress we make each day. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to our growth and determination. By recognizing and celebrating our progress, we build confidence and reduce the fear of failure. We understand that success is a result of continuous effort and improvement, not a single moment of perfection. Finally, developing a growth mindset helps to foster a sense of self-belief and empowerment. Fear and doubt often arise when we question our abilities or feel unsure of our potential. However, a growth mindset reinforces the belief that we are capable of learning, growing, and achieving our goals through effort and perseverance. When we adopt this mindset, we stop seeing ourselves as limited by our current abilities and start viewing ourselves as individuals with unlimited potential for growth. This belief in our own capacity to grow gives us the courage to face challenges, try new things, and take risks, knowing that we have the power to overcome any obstacle. In sum, developing a growth mindset is one of the most powerful ways to overcome fear and doubt. It encourages us to embrace challenges, learn from setbacks, and focus on effort and progress rather than perfection. When we cultivate this mindset, we open ourselves to limitless possibilities for growth and achievement, allowing us to push through self-doubt and fear with resilience and determination. In conclusion, overcoming fear and doubt is not an overnight journey, but a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. By cultivating a positive mindset, practicing self-compassion, setting clear goals, and embracing challenges as opportunities for learning, we can move beyond our limitations and unlock our true potential. Each step we take, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. And with persistence and patience, we can achieve great things. The key lies in believing in ourselves, trusting the process, and remembering that fear and doubt are not barriers, but simply signals that we are pushing ourselves towards something greater. With each challenge we face, we grow stronger, wiser, and more confident. So let's move forward with courage, purpose, and unwavering belief in our ability to overcome anything that comes our way. The power to overcome fear and doubt is within us all. It's a matter of embracing the journey and never giving up.